Welcome, folks. This is a quick video to introduce you to a new resource that I hope is really helpful to you as you go through the registration process to sign up for classes. Because I don't know about you, but I find that whenever I need to sit down and figure out someone's degree audit or figure out what classes they need to take or whatever, I realize I have to go click over here and click over there and go find this and go find that. And instead of all that, we decided to make a single resource to where everything that you needed for your advising and for your registration would all be in one place all at the same time. So I'm going to show you where that's at real quick, but stick around after I show you where it's at. I'm going to go through all of the different resources that are available to you and give you a sense of what's in there. So first thing you're going to need to do is navigate over to Connections. And I've got Connections up right here. Then you're going to go to Schools and Colleges and head over to the School of Communications. And now, depending upon whether or not it's during advising season or not, that'll change what you're going to see when you get here. So you see right now we're in advising season. So you've got this advising resources window here. If it's not there, if something else is here, you can always go over to student resources and you'll be able to find the same thing there. So I'm going to just click on student resources to show you where it's at. Now, if you don't know about this page, there's all kinds of valuable stuff here as well. Links to the course schedule, search, to the undergraduate and graduate catalogs, to the course sequencing documents, stuff we're going to find on the other pages, or the other page that I'm going to show you in just a second. But then there's some other stuff in here, like information about internships, student media and clubs, if you need help in your course. But I'm going to come down here, and here's the thing that I'm looking for: School of Communications Advising. And what you've got here is a one-stop shop. So instead of having to go find, go over here to Quick Launch to find your Starfish portal and then go someplace else to find the course schedule and all that, all of it's right here. So starting at the top, I promised you that I'd show you a little bit about what those resources are. And starting at the top, we've got Student Academic Services. So in Student Academic Services, you can view your degree audit, you can look at your academic record, and probably most importantly, this is where you go to register for your classes. Next up, you've got the class schedule search. So I can go over here and look at the class schedule search. There's also a handy guide that the folks in academic advising have created about how to schedule, or how to use the course schedule tool. Going down a little further, you've got undergraduate course sequencing documents. These are super important. So if I click here, I just need to wheel down in this page down to degree planning sheets and course sequences, open up School of Communications, and then head down to whatever department your program is in. So in this case, I'll look at, let's say, media arts, and I'll look at the 4-year course sequence for games and game design. By the way, there should be a 4-year course sequence for every one of the programs that we have in the School of Communications, as well as a 2-year sequence. What's the difference? Well, a 4-year sequence is for those students who came here as first-time freshmen, whereas the 2-year sequence is for those students who come here as transfer students. Very often you'll see 2 different kinds of those things as well. You'll see one for a student who's planning to do study abroad and one for a student who isn't. So that's what all this means. So I'll look here. I'll just pick any one of them. It doesn't really matter. I said game design, so I'll go ahead with that one. 4-year course sequence, no study abroad in this case. So what you've got here in your first year, your fall semester, the courses that the game faculty think that you should be taking are Intro to Drawing and Intro to Video Game Theory and Design, for example. Or in spring, Traditional Game Design, Game Design 1, Video Game Art. So what does the 3 mean? The 3 means the number of credit hours. And then you come down here and you've got all of your university coursework as well. So the upper part here really just helps you navigate each of the semesters of each of the years that you're going to be here. If we go back, we could take a look at a 2-year course sequence in film studies, for example, and that'll give you a sense of what that looks like. So year 1 and year 2, because there's obviously only 2 years in fall and in spring. Head back over here. We can go to the Starfish Student Success Portal. Here's the place you're going to be able to find notes from faculty and advisors. You're going to be able to find flags if there's anything that's happening in your course that people need to be aware of. It's also going to be a place where if your faculty advisor has put, or your advisor in whatever way you have an advisor, if your advisor has their office hours inside of Starfish, you can go here to sign up for office hours. The undergraduate and graduate degrees. It's important that you understand the specifics of your degree. And so you can go into the undergraduate or graduate degrees for your degree program, and you can find out more about it. And you can look at the program details to find out what the course catalog says about it. Another thing that I'm really excited about, and I think is really great for School of Communications students and for students outside the School of Communications, is it's easy to figure out how to navigate a degree program. But what if you just want to take a class or a few classes? Let's say that you're one kind of major, history major, a film major, a music major, but you really would like to learn how to be a game designer, but you don't have enough credits open to do a minor, but you just want to get a taste for it, take a class or two. Well, how do you find out if you don't have an advisor in that area? And that's why we created this document right here. So for our existing majors, we have one course that the faculty have decided if you're only going to take one course in that program, here's what that course should be. And then a cluster of courses where, let's say you want to explore more than one course. Well, here's a little cluster. Maybe you don't have room for a whole 6-class minor, but you do have room for a little 3-class cluster, for example. And that's what's true on this left side. This is for the existing majors. On the right-hand side, there's little clusters of classes for different kinds of career and life skills. So let's say you're interested in being a backpack journalist, or learning how to do motion graphics, or learning how to podcast, or build your own YouTube show. Each of those skill sets is delineated here, and it gives you a set of classes that you can take in the School of Communications to learn how to do those things. There's also a self-registration guide that Academic Advising has put together if you don't know how to go about doing your own sign up for class and registration. You can use this guide to help. Let's say you've got a hold on your account and you don't know what to do. You can click here and find out more about holds. And then down here, there's a little cheat sheet that should help you navigate some other things. It's just a quick little sheet that you can read that might give you a sense of sort of writ large how things work in the School of Communications as far as advising is concerned. And that's it. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I'm Aaron Abishan. You can find me by typing my name into the email address in Outlook, and I should pop right up. And I hope this has been useful to you. Thanks so much for watching.